welcome, dear students. Last time we read up to here roughly, and now we are going to start from here. You have often driven that pony up to my You have often driven that pony up to my place, said Master. It only shows the creature's memory and intelligence. How did it know that you were not going there again? I must say, Mr. Sawyer, that I have never witnessed a more brutal treatment of a little pony, and by such anger you injure your own character more than you injure your horse. And remember, we shall all have to be judged according to our works, whether they be towards man or towards beast. A master rode me home slowly, and I could tell by his voice how the thing had grieved him. On another day, when we were out, we met Captain Langley, a friend of our master's. He was driving a splendid pair of horses. After a little conversation, the captain said, "What do you think of my new team, Mr. Douglas? You know you are the judge of horses in these parts, and I should like your opinion." The master backed me a little, so as to get a good view of them. "They are an uncommonly handsome pair," he said, "and if they are as good as they look, I am sure you need not wish for anything better. But I see you still trouble your horses with that thing and lessen their power. "What do you mean by that thing?" said the other. "The check reins? I know stopping those is a hobby of yours. Well, the fact is, I like to see my horses hold their heads up." Okay, so now Master is telling who? To Sawyer that Sawyer often drives that pony to Master's place. So Master is telling him that you have often driven that pony up to my place. So आप मेरी जगह तक तो आप बहुत बार ये क्या pony जो है चला चुके हो, ठीक है? Said Ma, "It only shows the creature's memory and intelligence. When he moves to my place, it shows creature's memory and intelligence. That how intelligent and how his the power of memory. Okay. How did it know that you were not going there again? So इसको कैसे पता है कि that you are not going there again? You often drive to my place very often, but the pony didn't knew that you are not going there, but you are going straight. It didn't knew that because आप हमेशा जाते हो, तो उसको लगा कि आज भी आप ऐसे ही जाते हो. तो it shows the pony's intelligence and memory. Okay. I must say, Mr. Sawyer, that I have never witnessed a more brutal treatment of a little pony, and by such anger you injure your own character. So, this master is telling to Tom Sawyer that you have been more brutal to this pony, and this is a more brutal treatment I have ever seen in my life. And by such anger, the anger you are showing, by this anger you are ruining your own character. It makes your character very bad. More than you enjoy your horse. It's enjoying your character. It's ruining your character rather than this horse. Okay, so it's making your character bad. And remember, we shall all have to be judged according to our works. We are all judged by our works. The way we work, we are all judged by that work. Okay, if you do good deeds, you'll be considered a good person. If you do bad deeds, you'll be considered a bad person. So you are being judged by your activities, by your works. If you make noise in class, you will be considered a stupid you will be considered a bad student. If you do bad things, you will be considered bad, isn't it? So we are often being judged by our works, whether it be towards man or towards beast. Whatever actions you do, whether you do it towards man or whether you do towards beast, you will be judged according to that. Master rode me home slowly. So now the narrator is telling rode is the third form of ride. Okay, so he rode this narrator slowly to the home, and I could tell by his voice how the thing had grieved him. Now the narrator is telling that by master's voice I could tell that how much he was saddened, how much he was hurt by the treatment of to that by this treatment towards Pony by Tom, this Sawyer. Okay. On another day, when we were out, we met Captain Langley, a friend of our master's. So, on another day, when we were out for the this walk. We met Captain Langley there. He was a friend of our master, and he was driving very beautiful pair of horses. After a little conversation, the captain said. So when they had a little conversation between them, and the captain said, "Who? Captain Langley. What do you think of my new team, Mr. Douglas?" So now we have come to know the name of the master is Mr. Douglas. So Captain Langley is telling Mr. Douglas, the master of this pony, the master of the narrator, telling him that what do you think of this new pair of horses? You know, you are the judge of horses in these parts, and I should like your opinion. So, the parts in which I am driving your horse, the area in which I am driving these horses, you are the judge of horses in these parts, and I should like your opinion. In these parts means you can judge very carefully that is the horse good, is this horse good, or is this horse beautiful, or is this horse ugly. Okay, likewise, like that. The master backed me a little so as to get a good view of them. So the master backed means इसने नरेटर को थोड़ा साइड में किया ताकि जो ये कैप्टन लैंगली के घोड़े हैं इनको उस पर अच्छे से नज़र पड़े और ये अच्छे से इनको जज कर सके. ठीक है. They are an uncommonly handsome pair, he said. So now Mr. Douglas is telling him uncommonly. Uncommonly means rare. Means that are hardly found, means बहुत कम मिलने को देखने को मिलते हैं वो horses. So they are an uncommonly handsome pair, he said, and if they are as good as they look, I am sure you need not wish for anything better. And now Mr. Douglas is telling Captain Langley that if they are as good as they look, जितने ये खूबसूरत दिखते हैं and जितने अच्छे दिखते हैं, अगर उतने ही अच्छे हैं अंदर से भी होंगे, आई एम श्योर यू नीड नॉट विश फॉर एनीथिंग बेटर. तो मुझे लगता है कि आपको इससे ज़्यादा किसी अच्छी चीज़ की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बट आई सी यू स्टिल ट्रबल योर हॉर्सेज विद दैट थिंग एंड लेसन देयर पावर. बट ही इज टेलिंग आई सी दैट यू स्टिल ट्रबल योर हॉर्सेज विद दैट थिंग दैट वेदर दे आर गुड और बैड एंड यू जज देम नेगेटिवली एंड दिस इज लेसनिंग देयर पावर. इससे इनकी पावर जो है वो कम होती जा रही है. ठीक है. We will stop here. Tomorrow we will continue again. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.